Good afternoon, and thanks for having us. A Sioux Falls woman is behind bars accused of driving a stolen car into oncoming traffic on Minnesota Avenue and crashing into 3 parked cars yesterday afternoon. Police say 20-year-old Tina left-hand-bull and her passengers ran from the car. Officers later found her and made an arrest. She faces a long list of charges, including reckless driving and driving without a license. Left-hand-bull is scheduled to appear in court this afternoon. One of the passengers is also charged. Brookings police are investigating 2 unattended deaths in just a matter of hours. Authorities say a 44-year-old woman was found unresponsive at a home around 12:45 this morning. She died in the hospital. Last night, authorities responded to an unresponsive 13-year-old who also died in the hospital. Brookings police says there is no threat to the public. This morning, the working group of city councilors, officials, and community members met to discuss the future of the Delbridge Museum of Natural History at the Great Plains Zoo in Sioux Falls. The group was formed by Mayor Paul Tenhaken and asked to come up with a draft surplus plan to present to the full city council in December. The Delbridge Museum was closed in August because officials said arsenic was detected in about 80% of the roughly 150 taxidermy mounts. Later tonight, KELOLAND's Lauren Solik will share thoughts from 2 of the group's members about how they feel the first meeting went. And whether it feels, Megan, like we finally turned the page from summer to fall.
And it only took 2 days in October to finally hit that fall-like temperatures. Right now, we have some partly cloudy skies in Sioux Falls, 63 degrees, west winds at 16 miles an hour. And it's much of the same around our region, mostly sunny skies in Aberdeen at 63, west winds at 16. Here's a look at satellite. We do have a few clouds moving through KELOLAND, but on radar, nothing is coming out of those. We'll keep an eye on our next chance of rain coming at the end of the week. Right now, 62 in Yankton, 58 in Watertown, 59 in Faith, 62 in Phillip, and 53 degrees in Custer. We have that stronger northwest wind, which is helping bring in some of those cooler temperatures right now at 10 to 20 miles an hour, and some wind gusts are reaching 25. So for today, with partly to mostly clear skies, 68 in Sioux Falls, 66 in Aberdeen, 68 in Breezy in Pierre, and 66 in Rapid City. For tonight, we'll keep partly to mostly clear skies, 51 in Sioux Falls, 49 in Aberdeen, 52 in Pierre, and 43 in Rapid City. Then for tomorrow, we'll have a very strong north to northwest wind at 15 to 40 miles an hour, but a partly to mostly sunny day, 64 in Sioux Falls, 61 in Aberdeen, 63 in Pierre, and 61 in Rapid City, and those temperatures are slightly below normal. And on Friday, a few light rain showers are possible. We'll keep that strong northwest wind around. 50 in Sioux Falls, 52 in Aberdeen, 54 in Pierre, and 52 in Rapid City. Saturday and Sunday look to stay on the cooler side. We'll have a look at your weekend with your 7-day forecast in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. A Sioux Falls woman is using flowers to change the way the community supports women who have experienced a miscarriage. Chelsea Schnell began her nonprofit Evermore Blooms in 2020. She works alongside local florists across the country to send bouquets to mothers who have experienced a miscarriage. Since then, the organization has sent over 500 bouquets. She says her goal was to provide others the same love and support she felt during one of the darkest times in her life.
We all get to hear just stories that have been never told before or held on to for decades. These moms just never forget these babies. They never forget their hard days. And our hope is to just get all of that out in the open, because unfortunately you can't heal a wound in the dark. And we just hope to bring light in.
And tonight on KELOLAND, our Renee Ortiz brings us the story of a mom who received her own bouquet and how she works alongside the organization. We'll hear from her tonight, 10 o'clock on KELOLAND News. In national developments, the U.S. government is in uncharted territory now that House members have removed their speaker from the chair for the very first time. Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
The business of the House of Representatives is at a standstill, one day after the stunning removal of Speaker Kevin McCarthy.
I don't regret standing up for choosing governance over grievance.
The embattled California congressman has already said he will not run for the speakership again. So now the focus shifts to who will take his place. Todd Belt is a professor of political management at the George Washington University.
Can they get it together? Can they rally behind a speaker who can make the type of deal that they can be happy with and please the entire Republican conference?
Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan said Wednesday he'll run for speaker.
All I'm saying is we need to unite the conference. I think I can do that.
Other names floated include North Carolina Republican Patrick McHenry, who is now acting speaker, and Majority Leader Steve Scalise.
I am open to a number of folks up here. We'll have that discussion and we'll figure out who will be the next speaker.
Congresswoman Nancy Mace is one of the 8 Republicans who voted against McCarthy. Matt Gaetz of Florida led the unprecedented ouster. But the hardliners also had help from the other side. House Democrats were not pleased when McCarthy blamed them for the near government shutdown after he had appealed to them to help keep the government open.
Democrats seize the day, and he goes on TV hours later and says, Republicans did it. Republicans were leading, which is insane.
House Republicans began meeting Tuesday night to discuss their next moves, but it remains unclear when they will hold a vote to elect the next speaker, with a little over 40 days to the next critical budget deadline. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Now, some GOP lawmakers posted last night that they'd nominate Donald Trump. It has never happened before, but the speaker does not have to be a member of Congress.